welcome to iCarly. Is that it? Is
Yeah,
that the one you're looking
That's
for?
the one. That's the one. That's the
Oh
one.
man.
It was between that and Victorious.
Noah was counting us in. He's like 5, 4, 3, 2, and I was thinking like, what am I gonna say to start this off? And you know
That,
what? iCarly popped into my head, and I was like, this
What?
this might be a good one.
that welcome gave me hepatitis.
Right?
I mean, mission accomplished then.
We got a big.
Come on,
ass
Cam.
China
Come on,
van, it
Cam.
looks like.
Don't do it.
What's going on, everyone? This is Dre, Bushido Brown. I'm not gonna scream this time. Not every podcast am I gonna
What?
scream.
Bro,
It's
start
okay.
it over.
You'll
Start
get
it over.
them. You'll get them sometimes, right? There has to be a little bit of mystery about when I'm going to be that cringe. But
We can mix it up.
yes, Bushido Brown, aka Sauce. What's going on, everyone?
Hey.
We got Cam in the corner. Cam the
Yeah.
comfort.
Yeah, I don't know where I am placed on the podcast, but hopefully.
Well, I
I'm
mean, we're all
on
in
the
a
top.
corner. We're all in a corner. I was
Yeah, but
going-
I just want to be on the top row. Hopefully, I'm on the top row. So
You want to be on
know,
the top left or the
producer,
top right?
I don't
Okay.
care. Just producer, make sure I'm
Well,
on top. Typically,
well,
top.
You're in a corner, Cam, because it's a square.
Once I'm in the top corner, I don't want to
So,
be in the
In
bottom
the
peasant
other corner, in the other corner,
In the other.
we have
one.
Noah. Noah,
Hey.
fish. What's
Listen,
going on down there in that
Y'all-
dashiki?
Y'all
Is
are
that thing
gonna,
smelling fishy?
Not yet. Y'all are gonna run
Dashiki.
this name and it's daishiki into the ground. When I pick this up, there's gonna be new colors like
I
dirt,
mean,
all
some
kind of
things-
brown, like
Some things have
Oh,
to
Lord.
remain. Some things have to remain constant, right?
I
I can't
agree.
always be
There
screaming
has to be
Bushido
some-
Brown, but there has to. We have to touch on the dashiki
a
every
constant. It
every
has to be
episode.
like
I mean,
gravity.
of
This is
course,
like gravity.
we have to.
It's like
We
gravity.
have to remind
Yeah.
everyone that that thing is purifying the air over there.
Is it a problem
We
if
all
I
know.
zoom in? If I zoom in to check the colors to make sure they don't fade?
To make sure it's like gray, you'll find a little piece of mold on the shoulder, something
Yeah.
like that.
In the later
It's
episodes, you're gonna
adjusted
see me
to
itching. You're gonna see me
web
itching.
colors.
Yeah. All right.
Just the
Well,
web colors?
Yeah. My camera can't pick it all up. It's too good. It's too bright. It's too colorful.
and in the last corner, because I must remind Cam, this is a square. We have
You know how many corners
Pax
a square
Atlas.
has, Cam?
Yo, Pax, why you got dimples, bro?
Because y'all put me down here in this little warm corner pocket, bro.
and he
How are
blushing.
you-
No, he blushing for me because I gave him that
Yo, how are
perfect
you
intro.
a grown man with dimples?
That's actually dents from wearing my space helmet so much.
Ah,
Yeah, you know he
it's
be off
sufficient.
Earth, man.
Mm,
You know he be off Earth.
not on
Right.
this
What is
Speaking
going
English,
on?
please.
What is going on, Pax Atlas? How is it up there? How's the weather up there? I must ask.
The weather's good, man. The weather's good, you know.
I mean, if there were any weather, you are in space, but you know.
Well, we just anticipating the you know that sun flare eclipse coming
No,
around the corner.
yeah.
you've
I'm gonna
been
pretend
living
that all
the-
made sense to me.
You've been living the real life No Man's Sky.
That's
Real
right.
life No
That's
Man's
right.
Sky.
Yeah, he's a little too much into that Elite Dangerous.
It's currently on autopilot now. About 7 light years away from something,
Oh.
so to get there in about 20 minutes.
Can you really go on autopilot in that thing? Like, what if
Oh,
someone
yeah.
comes and robs you?
Oh, yeah.
I in light speed right now. They can't catch me right now.
Well, they
Yeah.
can't they can't go into light speed and catch you in light speed.
You can't fight in there.
Yeah, it's
You
too
turn
fast.
once and you 10 light years that way.
Yeah, you best hope you don't buck up into Goku. Ultra
Use that
instinct.
Ultra Instinct on your ass.
Right?
Yeah, man.
Pretty decent, man. I wish I had that VR helmet for it, but you know.
Oh,
that's-
and the flight stick.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
a flight stick.
Yeah, what if you were to move into getting a VR headset, what would you go for? Would you go for
I'd probably get the Oculus Quest, bro.
yeah?
I can't deal with no wires and no attachments. I ain't down with that.
Okay.
No
Okay.
I
restrictions.
feel that.
Yeah. I mean, what do you guys think of, what's going on with VR now? Because I think
super
like
excited.
with Resident Evil 8 having come out, and that's probably going to get a VR release, right? Because Resident Evil 7 got a VR release, and it's known as one of the best releases for VR to date, just by how scary it was in first person. Because horror games always work in that realm. They seem to work some of the best in that realm. I mean, what do you think of and then maybe not in the long future, moving forward, let's say 20, 30 years down the line, where we all know that VR is going to the I was going to say Sugar Honey Iced Tea, but this is a PG-13 podcast, where
Really?
I lose my train of thought, but where it's going to be basically the future of gaming, right? And that's what people are saying, at least.
Bro,
do you think
that
that's something that's? What were you gonna say?
I said that dashiki ain't nowhere near PG-13.
Yeah,
homie.
bro.
Listen. Let me move it up a bit.
Oh man.
Move it up a bit. Got you guys.
All right, back to what I was saying.
Yeah.
With some sense.
I digress.
With where the future is going, we all probably that full dive. What SAO has shown us, full dive VR, stuff like that is at least the future that we would like to see. But what about the near future with VR? Where do you guys see that going as far as just the games that are coming out? And would you even get a VR headset outside of just your gaming console or your PC or mobile?
I'll just say that I think VR is anti-Bahamian because, you think about it, you don't know much Bahamians who really, hype for VR or even see it as a concept. When you used to go to the game room, we used to call it, Americans listening, they used to call it arcades. When you used to go to the game rooms, the VR stuff you never touched. It was rarely a VR thing, and when it was a VR thing in there, Bahamians don't want to fully immerse themselves into anything. Even when gaming on the real, I kind of shudder to have both my headphones on, because I'm always like, if somebody might come to the door, or somebody might call me to take out the garbage. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel that Bahamians, a part of that is the reason why Bahamians they're not really looking for VR. I don't hear it a lot in the Bahamas with Bahamian gamers. It's like,
Right.
I won't be able to see my TV, and I won't be able to look around. I want to check my phone. I want to do, other things like that. I don't want to be fully immersed because, I in the front room, Brandy's hard chair with the plastic on it because I playing game with my Grammy. And then she come and show all her friends me looking like a can I say the A word?
Yeah, you can say it. You have the pass.
Yeah, it's just be like, nah, look at his ass.
Yeah.
With this thing on the head, walking around and like that. So
Bumping and
I
everything.
think in the Bahamas, like when they do, VR2, PSVR2, when the new Oculus, stuff comes out, everything that Valve has been doing, they should, when they start giving them away, they should, like how they should send us championship shirts that are wrong to Africa, send all the VR headsets that are obsolete to the Bahamas so we could get our start in VR. I think that's where I'll go and get my start in VR. I don't see myself ever, seeking to purchase VR out of my own pocket.
Right.
It is rough.
I mean, have you gotten Resident Evil 8? Have you played it?
Yeah, beat it.
You beat it, okay. And you obviously played Resident Evil 7.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, do you think you would ever even, just knowing how maybe fun or even just scary the game was then, because that hillbilly dad, I forget his name, but when he cut off my leg, bro, I was shaking in my couch when I was playing that. But knowing that if that were to happen to me in VR, I'd probably piss myself.
Listen,
So
the tensest moments of Resident Evil is when you don't know what may be around the corner, right? And I don't know if I can take that, because I play a lot of Resident Evil, but those moments where it's too quiet is when I start sprinting, or the catch and release for me is, at least I got a shotgun. So when I go around the corner, at least I got a shotgun. But I have that space from the TV, where when I turn a corner, I kind of turn like this. So I turn like this, but in VR, I can't do that. And is legit moments in Resident Evil 7 and Resident Evil 8. Some people said it wasn't as scary, but it was like I couldn't subject myself to that in VR on a level, I don't think I could do that.
Yeah.
Those games are really
I
immersive.
mean, no, like tell me what you think, bro, because we played a VR game together a while back, right?
Yeah.
Remember I
Oh,
was in Nassau,
oh, super fun.
and you brought what was the name of that game? That was
Oh.
that was a Five Nights at Freddy's spinoff or something like
Oh
that.
my
Five Nights at
God.
Freddy's
No,
spinoff.
it's official. It's official.
It's official. Okay,
Yeah,
so it was like
it's the
like
Five Nights at Freddy's VR game. They took every single Five
yeah.
Nights at Freddy's game and threw it in VR. Listen,
Yeah, no, I couldn't play that game. I couldn't. I played that for
Okay.
maybe about 10 minutes.
That's
Like
like
this is
game
this
heads
is how
junk
you know.
food.
This
that was
is
the
how you
funniest
know.
thing. Watching Dre.
This
do
Game
it.
heads junk food.
Listen, because like
I had to
Dre's
take
always talking
something
about
off.
Resident Evil. He's always talking about all these scary games you could play. You throw that VR headset on him. He sees Freddy standing 10 feet tall over him. He's like, I'm out of here. Listen.
Done. What's
So for
crap?
VR,
Who would have thought it was an animatronic bear that did it?
I
They
remember
sure
they
know how to
have the VR place downtown. I forget the name. It escapes me right now. But I really like
Yeah,
what they're
I know.
doing. It's mostly
Mhm.
like a lot of tourists seem to go there are like maybe like couples who really want to use a lot of their money and try something new.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
We went there. We went there once
Yeah,
to
yeah.
try out their games. You know, Beat Saber, always a classic. I wouldn't count it as a testament to what VR could do, but it's good. And then that one they had where you had to fight each other with guns and you could teleport from pillar to pillar and like you could hide behind it.
Yeah,
and stuff
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah. That
I
was
love games
cool.
like that where like
That's
when you move your
Play
body,
City.
it moves. Yeah, Play City, yeah.
Yeah.
And so I'm
Okay.
looking forward to the real like full immersion, like the whole body thing, like just a little wiring maybe or some things maybe wrapped around like your elbows and stuff like that. I'm really looking forward to some real deep immersion like that, and I hope we get to a point where I don't have to clear out, a whole 10 by 10 space and move around and watch out for barriers. I hope there's like something I can just go into that I can like move in, almost like I don't know, just move in, so I don't have to just constantly move around and hold 10
Well,
by 10
no,
No, I
spaces.
got you.
you really just need enough space to throw a Pokeball. Like just reach back.
For real, man. For real.
Hey.
Pokemon Arceus is coming out. You just gonna need to be able to wind up.
They
Get
called
that
you
thing out there.
Pikachu.
You gotta wear those
Get that thing
straps.
on there.
You know the straps they give you on the controllers? I was,
Yeah,
Like for
with
the
one of my
Wii straps, remember those?
yeah. Oh, the Wii straps came
No
in
one,
handy.
no.
Oh,
They came in
No
handy
one
if
used
you
them.
if you were
No one used
if you
them.
were a loser. If you were a loser, they came in handy. Real men and women played Wii Sports
Real
tennis with
people
no
discovered
straps.
themselves
Okay.
on tennis. Okay?
Dre,
You're
you
hitting
aren't
the ball.
fooling anyone. Because I know
What do you
Jay.
mean?
I know Dre had the jelly case on his Wii
Oh,
Remote.
Oh,
no, I did not.
listen,
Don't
I
do
okay,
shit.
I
Yeah,
had
right.
I
Don't
must
even
be
start.
honest, I had the jelly case, okay?
I know one of you guys had a jelly case.
I had the
They was
jelly case.
actually only the jelly
Listen,
case
it
was only
was not
actually
my
to protect
fault.
the kids from the parents.
Yeah, it was the parents' case. It was the parents' case. I had the normal
Yeah, man, they
Wiimote.
could turn those. They could turn
Yeah.
those Wii remotes into a Switch real quick.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah,
Oh
but
man.
as for VR, I think the future of VR, as you said, lies in the immersion factor. So horror games, definitely. Games with a real aesthetic, like just your graphics card is sweating trying to pump out all those renders. And then
Yeah.
maybe things for people in, I think they could really appeal to some kind of community looking for disabled people who can't move. I think like stuff like that for games is really helpful for pushing it
Yeah,
to a
no,
broader
that's
audience.
actually really cool because that's actually something that I don't think about a lot, and that's not probably a lot of people might feel the same way. When I think of video games, I think of pure entertainment. I don't think of how it can help others or help others even understand those who are disabled.
Mm.
When it comes to that kind of stuff, and I know at E3 they have, or is it E3? No, it's the Game Awards. At the Game Awards, they'll have like these prizes for games that helped push a movement or helped push a cause, whether that was for the environment or that was for disabled people or for those who are struggling with mental illness. I just find it really cool that video games, on top of just being sometimes dumb entertainment, are also being implements of amazing storytelling. Can also be things that help push change, as well as bring light to different types of people, or help different types of people. Like you said, even with immersion with VR for those who may be disabled, there's definitely something there for that, for those people,
it's
and
a
I
good
think that's really
experience.
cool.
It's
Yeah.
a good
But
experience for them to
one
be able
thing,
to pull that through.
yeah, but Cam was right on one thing. Bahamians aren't really uh, as pro VR as they could be. Like obviously, there's a Play City. They're nice, a bit expensive for the Bahamian when I get into it. But you find
Yeah.
random pockets of gamers who like they've either they either have some money or they've pooled money together to get a VR set. One of my friends has one, and he found his little space. He set it up. He got himself the Five Nights at Freddy's, Beat Saber. He got himself Super Hot. Super Hot is a really good game for VR.
Yeah, Super Hard is good.
Yeah.
Super Hard is
Yeah,
good.
It's
that's cool.
like I knew it was good when I saw the trailer and I saw some gameplay and I was gonna buy it. My friend told me he had it on VR. I tried it on VR. Some of the most
I mean,
fun stuff.
Robot Recall is a pretty decent game too, bro.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know if y'all seen Robot Recall.
I've heard
No.
about it.
No, it's like a
Explain.
it's a futuristic game, and you play like a guy who goes after like malfunctioning robots.
Mm.
So you get like recall. You have to recall them basically. Yeah.
Is
You
it
set 'em-
so? It's basically iRobot.
And also
but
exactly what I was
exactly.
saying.
Robot.
Yeah,
iRobot.
yeah. Except you send them to the junkyard, and I mean some of these robots they sell out, bro.
Mhm.
They selling out
Mhm.
when you walk up on them. You know what I mean? And you gotta.
I'm
Yeah,
very
just-
scared of
dismantle 'em.
AI. I'm very like, I don't know if you guys watch the Super Bowl. There were like 8 commercials about artificial intelligence and robots and stuff like that. It kind of shakes me up in the real world to see. I mean, it's kind of cool to see what they can do,
Mhm.
or how far they've come with AI. But it's like, why y'all keep trying to push these things?
Yeah,
Well,
every
I
movie
know,
you
but I
ever
mean-
seen, it ended bad.
Yeah, man, but I
like,
mean, I think that
Hello?
those movies are cautionary tales, bro. I feel like anyone that's going into AI is like, you know what? Let me put in like a few fail safes just in case this robot doesn't try and kill me in my sleep.
Yeah.
You know, like I think that there have been enough movies, iRobot, Chappie,
Oh,
I just think
what
the
else?
push, like the push. for it seems a lot.
2001 a space odyssey,
yeah.
where AI has just gone like haywire and they turn bad.
Her is a
And-
good one too. Her.
Yeah.
Her
Oh,
and-
and Ex
goodness.
Machina as well is,
Ex
is
Machina,
another
yeah,
one.
that's
Yeah,
a
that
good
was
one.
a cool one. And it's just like there's so many of those movies that these incredibly smart people that are working on AI and like pushing it forward, they can't be that incredibly stupid not to make sure those movies don't
Fail-safes.
become a reality. You know what I mean?
Man,
So
listen,
I'm not
I
too
need me some
worried.
Halo AIs, okay? If I had to take AIs from somewhere, give me like a Halo AI. They don't kill anyone, they don't harm anyone. Well, anyway, they don't for the majority of the cases, they don't do anything
Pacifist
bad. They're just
AI.
helpful.
Yeah, the
I mean,
pacifist
only-
they don't
AI.
even help you in battle.
The only
Hey,
robot
they help.
I would accept is the ghost from Destiny. The little floating
yeah.
orb.
Yeah, the
It's a
companion.
little
Yeah,
floating
Yeah.
orb that it used to be Peter Dinklage's voice.
yeah, he's
Guardian.
decent.
We're going to help you. And then
Yeah.
it floats around and do stuff. I'm cool with that. That one can't pick up a knife. I'm cool with that. Like, did you see the
Don't
dog
get-
that can close doors and pick up stuff and unlock
Those
doors
things,
and stuff?
Oh,
those things
yeah,
scare
yeah.
me. Those mechanical dogs that like just move and automatically balance, like they're cool, but the moment you see them, it's like, oh, they've developed this kind of technology where they can stay on their feet and travel. You're like, oh, this would be so like useful for stuff, and then a day
Somebody
later,
puts a gun on
100
it.
military contracts, and I'm just like,
Someone
just
puts
like,
a gun on it.
should you not?
Someone puts some teeth on it, turns into what's the name of that game? The Nazi game where
Wolfenstein?
Wolfenstein.
Yeah,
Wolfenstein. It turns
Yeah.
into Wolfenstein. I'm like, no, thank you. I don't
Yeah.
think I need those robot dogs chasing me in the real world.
Right.
They were
They
chasing
had
me
a-
enough in the game.
They had I don't know if it was real, so take a huge grain of salt when I say this, but like I saw this video where this guy was advertising these like little mini robots that could just fly around. They had facial technology. That's all they had. Like they had the ability to fly, a small camera with facial technology that could recognize you, so it could like fly through like little holes in windows, recognize people like
Yeah.
that. And I was like, I guess that's like cool. And then immediately, military contract, they put bombs in it to go find people. I was just like,
Yeah, it
listen,
just
we
lands
need to
right on
stop.
it lands right on the side of your head with a
Yeah.
little detonation in it.
Boom, just runs into you. I'm just like listen, like we don't need this. The gun,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think the gun was
scary.
enough. I think when
Because
we
if
reached the
you
nuke, we should have stopped. Okay.
if you no scope
I was
somebody
never
on
gonna.
Call of Duty, they can literally hack you and be like, yeah, find this face, game attack. If you're someone like me, I have my face on, most of my gaming stuff because, I want to tie gaming in with the other stuff that I do.
Right.
They could send something for me. I don't know if you've seen, there's a guy who combats trolling by pretending to be Joseph Kony, who used to be an African warlord. So he
Oh,
has
yeah,
this
yeah,
African
yeah.
voice, and he's an amazing hacker. He could tell you where you are, what car is in front of your house. He could tell you the name on your bills on your house and stuff. And him just being able to do that shows me that it's too easy. It's too easy.
Yeah.
With AI technology, it's too easy.
Bro,
And this is
like,
gaming.
like in my free time, I like to search about like what kind of stuff has happened, like the hacking space. It's ridiculous just how much they can do and how little people know about it. So like you're just chilling. We're all used to the days of you're just chilling. You see a spam email. Oh, African prince wants to give you diamonds. You know, but you have to send
In
him a
return
down
for
payment. Yeah, and like
some money
you're
to get
laughing. You're
back.
like, oh man, this is just a scam. Just delete. Time now your Grammy is like, oh my goodness, I need to help this African guy, man.
Yeah,
What's
them
my
doing so
banking
slick.
number?
Them doing so slick. The delete button is actually the accept button.
Listen,
Listen,
it's just crazy to know that we are at the mercy of hackers and dark web users. Like
Yeah.
it isn't even like I'ma just they can't get me. You are at the mercy
Right.
of hackers.
The other day, something happened over here, man. Didn't it? Like some hackers got a hold of the water system in one of these
yeah, I was
states.
hearing about that. I think was it oil or water? It's sort of
Gas.
water.
Oh no, no, it was the oil. It was
It was
actually the
oil,
oil.
yeah.
That's what made the gas prices go up. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
It's
I'm
insane
telling
what
you,
they can
man.
do. Like, anyway, let
Yeah,
me
they
not
held us
bore y'all
so
on this podcast.
ransomware.
Let me not bore y'all on this podcast.
Right.
I think I mean not the doom and gloom, but I think all of it is tied together. We got blockchain now, with the hacking, with the dark web.
Uh,
It's a deep void out there that
Yeah.
we just
Getting
We
not
brought it on
going
man.
to.
ourselves.
it's the digital age. That's what
Return
it
to
is.
monkey,
Yeah.
yo. Return
No,
to
not
monkey.
for. Is that what
Somebody-
you want, Noah?
Somebody on the dark web is playing Breath of the Wild 2 right now,
Right now.
while Dre is just
And they're a
he's
Nintendo
barely
employee.
waiting, reading all the rumors, and somebody on the dark web, they're halfway through Breath of the Wild 2.
Off the
Yeah,
chain.
man. Well, that's just what we got to deal with these days, man. In the digital age. But apparently, not everything's digital. I mean, do you guys hear about the Valorant tournament that's happening? Well, not that's happening, but that happened just this week.
Yeah. Didn't have like
Um,
millions of view like it was some insane number of like
Yeah,
viewers.
no, it was the first
Official?
first official in person
Oh.
tournament.
Oh, in person.
Yeah, in person. It was the
Alright.
first official, and Sentinels won, an NA team. NA is finally good in something, beats the other regions. It's crazy.
Bro, it's so
They
funny
beat
how
Sen-
like
the
I don't play these
Sentinels
games
won.
and I know that NA is losing most of the time. Like
Yeah,
that's
no,
the
they are.
definitive
They-
thing
they're-
about all these games. NA just is like getting thrashed.
Yeah, man. Well, Sentinels brought it out. They won Valorant
need you,
Champions
Dre.
Tour Masters in Reykjavik. That's in Iceland.
Ooh.
So
You're the missing member.
The missing member of what?
You're the Valorant team member they need.
Oh
I don't
no,
know
thank
who,
you.
but they need you.
I hardly play that game,
You hardly
Yeah,
play that
shout
game?
but
out-
I love watching it.
Shout out to Shadows from the Discord. I think he plays. I know he plays a lot of CS:GO.
Yeah, he plays CS:GO. I think we do have a few people in the Discord that play Valorant. Something we've always wanted to look into,
Oh, yeah,
from the Game Heads thing perspective of just getting that game to happen in the Bahamas and getting people to move over to PC, play some more of the esports. Valorant's a great one, continuing on the point of Valorant, like Valorant's going to. In a few years, they're going to grow in popularity. It's going to outlast and probably pass in popularity CS:GO, right? Because they're actually actively promoted and worked on. Unlike CS:GO, which is their last patch was I think years ago. Right?
Isn't
The game
Valorant
doesn't
getting a
look-
mobile
I never-
game? I heard about
I never
that.
played Valorant. I haven't played Valorant.
Yeah, no, Valorant's a great
Yeah.
Yeah.
game, bro.
Not
Hero
very good,
shooter,
not very good,
tactical shooter, like all about aim, all about playing as a team. You're basically pushing a point. One team's pushing a point, the other team is defending it. They're defending the spike. It's basically a bomb. One has to plant, kill people, or get past those people onto one point to plant on in a specific area. And then the game just plays out as to who can stop them from planting or stop the bomb after it's been planted from exploding. And it's pushing and taking points. Very strategic, very aim intensive as well. Great game, but it's also a hero shooter, so they have abilities. Right, there's a character like Phoenix, who's like this fire guy. Basically, he has fire powers.
Someone
and-
like Phoenix. Oh, Phoenix.
No. I love his voice. If you've heard his
Really?
voice, it's one of the sexiest voices out there.
Oh,
I will say.
Oh.
I will
Oh.
say.
Oh,
Okay, that's high praise.
But
High praise.
Phoenix.
I know. But no, seriously, listen to the voice. I really love the voice actor. It's definitely it's one of the best voices out there. For a character in my opinion. But back to gameplay. He has a flash. He'll like snap fire into existence, throw around a corner, he'll flash people, and he can push that point easy and to get a few headshots on people before they can even see anything. His ultimate lets him basically place down sort of this beacon where he'll go into this like Phoenix form, basically just going in and whatever, and he can't be killed in it. If he is killed, then he'll just be returned back to that point with full health. And there are a bunch of other characters with crazy cool abilities in that game. But it's just really cool to see that what they're doing with Valorant just happened this week. If you haven't played the game, it's free. What are you doing? Check it out. It is on PC, so there's the barrier to entry, but it's definitely growing to be, I think, one of the main esports alongside League of Legends or Fortnite, Apex, or even Pokemon. Because if you see, Pokemon's actually picked up in popularity a little bit on Twitch as well.
just with the violence over the cards, right? I could
what?
find a few cards. The guys are like stabbing each other for Pokemon cards again.
Yeah, right.
Wait, people
Yeah.
stab anyone for anything these days.
I saw
the
Yeah,
prices
probably
of
not
some
just these
Pokemon
days,
cards.
but anytime.
Especially
That's just-
Pokemon cards.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Those energy
No,
cards,
the-
listen. Everyone used to
Dre.
hate them, but now they need them.
They
I
high
gotta
value.
ask you. So can Valorant work on mobile? Because we got some word from the developers of Valorant on mobile. Apparently, they don't just want
I
to
was
make
hearing about that.
a PC port to mobile. They want to make a unique to mobile experience, is what they're saying. This is
Yeah.
a quote. We didn't start out with we're making Valorant on mobile. We started out with can we make Valorant on mobile? With a lot of skepticism, all right? They said, for us, whatever you get out of playing on PC, you should get out of playing Valorant on mobile. But we have to recognize that the mobile player need is different. I can't possibly see a game with such a high skills gap, such a high, competitive edge to it on mobile. Now, I know a lot of people who play Mario Kart World Tour to insane levels on their mobile, right?
I think that's different.
I mean,
And
I
people
think
said-
a lot of this is based on the popularity of Call of Duty Mobile. So, how do you think that can work on mobile?
People said the
Valorant.
same thing about League of Legends years ago. League of Legends could never be played on another platform. Well, PC is the only platform League of Legends can be played on. And then just this year, Wild Rift came out. Straight to mobile, League of Legends works on the mobile platform. Some characters even work better on the mobile platform than on the PC platform. Like Rammus, who got his update early on mobile before they had actually changed him to be reworked over on PC, and even the character models look updated. The game looks great. People play it, but people never thought that a game like League of Legends can make it over there. But this is Riot that we're talking about, right? Riot Games. If there's a will when it comes to what money they can make out of the games and IPs that they have, there's a way for them.
Listen.
Right? So it's the same thing with their skins, same thing with characters that they create. They're even they're working on tons of different things that they're looking to try and corner the market on, I guess, esports. And yet mobile market is there. It's still one of the biggest, if not the biggest market for
Yeah, I feel like
for
that's why
gaming.
all of them want to go over to the mobile
Yeah,
market.
and it
Just
just
that-
makes
that
sense.
In-app purchases.
Yeah, so I mean, if Valorant were to be ported over to mobile, yes, they would probably lose some of the flair, some of what makes Valorant on PC. But I don't think it's definitely doable. It's definitely doable. And now, is there going to be crossplay? No. If anything,
crossplay.
there wouldn't be anything like that. That's obviously a no-brainer. Nothing like that would happen. But if they're seriously thinking of looking to do that, they'll definitely do it. Knowing Riot.
I want to ask just around to each corner. Pax, starting with you. What do you play on mobile, if anything?
On mobile?
Yeah, on
I
mobile.
tried a couple of games on mobile. Usually just like real time strategy. I try to mess with. I was playing the Transformers one.
Oh,
know what I mean? 'Cause I-
Transformers fighting game?
No, it wasn't a fighting
Ah.
game. It was like a real time strategy game where you like build your
Oh,
base and then
yeah.
you attack different bases.
Mm.
Yeah, I played that for a minute. But to be honest, like Clash Royale, just a quick mobile game that I used to dive into. That's the
Yeah.
only one I really ever spent any time playing. Because I usually on the move.
Clash Royale actually did get into a little bit as well.
Yeah, it's a good
while
game,
back.
man. It's a good
It's
game.
a good game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
a lot of my friends really like it.
What else you guys playing on mobile though? Like, because whenever I hear stuff going to mobile, it's like, I mean, we could use a nice, thing to kind of grab onto when on the go. You know?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I was just talking about Riot. I play TFT on mobile. That's oh boy. That's if I were to search it
League of
right
Legends,
now,
ain't it?
probably- Yeah, that's League of Legends, but it's their auto chess game. It's Teamfight Tactics. That's
Why
the,
not
I heard
Valorant?
about the auto chess. I heard about the auto chess.
yeah, Teamfight Tactics. Great game. It's pretty fun. It's good. It's good if you have some downtime at the end of the game. The matches don't take long, and it uses the same champions and has its own meta. And the way they work things around in the game is nice. So,
Yeah, I feel like a
it's
mobile
cool
game
that they
can't
have
be a
it in
long
there.
drawn out thing.
No, of course not. So it's
Yeah.
definitely like a really great platform for like Teamfight Tactics. And I think they also have like Legends of Runeterra, which is their card game. And same thing with maybe like Magic the Gathering. I think I've seen on mobile as well, which is another card game. That seems to be pretty popular these days. So, yeah, no, that's what I've been playing recently.
TFT.
Mhm. Well,
So,
definitely Hearthstone was the apple of my eye on mobile for quite some time. But then, the cards, the new updates just were like, this is just, rehash, and they sunset the cards, and your favorites cards, and you build new decks. But I think that's the fun of it. But they kind of lost me. I want Blizzard to do, I don't know, maybe Hearthstone 2, maybe, I don't know, maybe new spin on the series on the same
Yeah.
formula. kind of new look. Like it can feel fresh, but it can feel stale. But
Right.
other than that, I play religiously Nonogram.
What is
Nonogram.
Probably is flipped.
What is
Nonogram
Nonogram? What kind of
is
phone is that?
pretty.
What the
Pretty-
hell is that?
Oh man, they give me ad.
Oh, man,
I
we're
wish
talking
the
about-
ad.
that could tell you what
That's
what
some
kind of game that
Miitomo type
is.
stuff, man. That's some Miitomo stuff.
No man.
Y'all remember
as soon as I
Miitomo?
press-
The first
Okay.
4 letters of the game say it all.
So it's like a Sudoku thing, right?
Oh,
But
okay.
you
Uh-huh.
so you got letters, numbers on the top, numbers on the side,
Uh-huh.
and you basically just try to fill out the spaces with the numbers and letters.
Bro, that look like Minesweeper.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
it's like kind of like a spin on
And-
Minesweeper. Hold on, what's that called? Nanogram?
Nonogram.
Nonogram.
No.
Yeah, and like the thing about it is like they give you one every day, right? And then you end up with these collections of little pictures that you make when you complete every grid can be a picture. You got hard. These are my expert pictures.
That's cute, Ken.
Okay.
You
Yeah,
know?
I could almost hear the theme song for that game right now. It goes
No.
no.
Like, why does that sound like Chia Pet?
Bro, I don't know. My daughter been watching, like, I don't know if it's TikTok or something, but that same No song comes on like 20 times. Bro. Yeah. No. I'm like, what's going on over there? I have no idea what it is.
I'll let you know now. Noah has a TikTok.
Oh,
Noah?
Of course not.
is
I
that
do
the
not
theme
have a TikTok.
song?
I 100% do not have a
I like
TikTok.
how it got all quiet. We all look at Noah like Noah's
Is
just
that the
Yo,
theme?
The funny thing is, we all were hoping that he did.
Right?
we were so hoping
No.
that Noah had a TikTok.
Bro, I saw.
Oh, man.
I think I saw the app. I opened the App Store one day because I don't usually open the App Store. I open the App Store and I see TikTok on the front. I'm like, we meet
Tempting.
again, enemy of mine. I will not download you. And my
Oh, that's
sister
just-
has it. She
yeah.
listens to it. She's on it all the time. But yeah, I'm not a TikTok person. Now, if someone takes a TikTok video that's cool and they post it somewhere else like WhatsApp or YouTube, I'll watch it. But you
Yeah,
won't
that's
catch
the
me with
funny
that app.
thing. I'll watch TikTok videos on YouTube, but I will not download the TikTok. TikTok.
No, I'm not gonna
It's-
do TikTok.
And now it's not like I go searching for these TikToks.
Oh, no, they
right?
just
But
appear.
like if it pops up in my
That's what people
recommended,
post. That's what people post.
like
now.
anything else, and I'm like, that looks funny. Let me
When
click on
TikTok-
it, and I end up going down the YouTube rabbit hole of watch
the
this and
YouTube
watch
rabbit
that
hole.
and 3
When
hours.
TikTok
of
shows up in your-
I've been watching
when-
TikTok video compilation.
When TikTok shows up in your Google store on your screen and you look at your finger, it goes, no.
Your finger's telling you no. That's what it is.
I
Oh
just
man.
realized I haven't played mobile games in years. Oh my goodness! I remember I started with
So you're not playing nothing, Noah?
I don't play mobile games. I actually try to keep my phone free of games now because I
That's
know
right.
if I
Pokemon Go
have
is not
them
a
on-
game. It's a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle. But yeah, because I remember when I had Twitter on it. Oh, I was just on my phone relentlessly, and I usually don't get stuff done, but I was getting even less stuff done, so I just stopped it. But the main reason is mostly because my phone is garbage. So any high end game, you won't catch me playing. I considered trying Genshin on my phone when I heard that it had a
Right.
mobile version. Now, of course, I'm not going to do that because I have something beautiful called. Let's see if I can lift it up for you guys. Come on.
Kamisaki?
That's a laptop right there. There's a PC,
Okay.
gaming PC right there. So of course I would choose that over my phone any day.
Oh, he's one of those elitists.
Of course.
It was my game.
But
How
yeah,
dare
man,
you
Geometry
game on
Dash,
anything other than a PC?
Let me reach your palm.
Dash,
Let me reach your palm,
Minesweeper,
Cam.
Games like that.
Yo, my camera won't focus.
I was about to reach your palm for you, bro.
Nah.
Yeah, right like that. Okay, so
Oh, shit.
like
Oh,
that. Okay, and a little bit.
oh.
It's a sign that you'll be wealthy in the future, Cam.
Oh man,
And
I
you
was
will
really
be
hoping
a
for
big
some.
influencer.
I see
This-
5.
You'll be
I
one
see
who
5
rides
Google
upon
Glass.
waves. That's what it is. You'll be one who rides upon the waves in the air.
This is
I-
basically a billboard for Jergens.
Right? I was going to say, all I see is an incognito Google tab
Yo, you know what it is? If you wild out so much that you like your child has a incognito icon birthmark or something.
Oh my
Bro,
god,
oh
bro.
Lord, like
Ridiculous.
what if, what if that's the birthmark or something? Oh Lord.
Yeah,
The sins of your father.
Like he comes to you,
They're
he comes to you
branded
when he
onto the
turns
child.
18. He comes to you when he turns 18. I am a testament to your sins. Like,
What's this? What's this?
why does this look like that thing on my Chrome, Dad?
And
What's
Right?
We
this,
shouldn't
Dad?
we shouldn't go there, right? But just quickly, has anyone played those romance
Visual novels?
the choose the dialogue
The visual novels,
games?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
No.
Um
Never.
the
Like
Japanese dating ones.
Yeah,
you,
yeah, I
you
see
mean
it. I
something
see it.
like
Doki
I
Doki
see it.
Literature Club.
yeah, Doki Doki Literature Club, like
There we
stuff like
go.
that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
How much
Andre,
of you
what do
guys
you know
played
about that,
those?
Andre?
Cafeteria
You
I
into
buddies.
that kind
know.
of
I
stuff?
know. Yes, of course
That
I'm
should
into
be
that
called
kind of
I know,
cafeteria
stuff.
I
buddies,
know.
bro.
But
All
yeah, no,
right.
those are
Now
huge.
those
Those are huge. Oh Lord.
uncultured swine out there who do not know what Doki Doki Literature Club is and are
Call them what they
Hey,
are.
hey.
and are silently
Yo, the
silently
titles.
judging me as they watch this.
Mhm.
Same thing with you with you Cam, same thing with you Jeffrey because I know
The
you all
title. The
just
title
judge me
of it,
right
right?
now. All
The
right,
title of
Doki
it. Hold
Doki
on, hold on.
Literature
I
Club.
got-
All right. Don't judge a book by its cover. That's all.
I'm not
Instead of
That's all I'm
judging
gonna
you,
say,
man.
That
okay?
is a
That's all
great
I'm gonna
game.
say.
That's a
I
great
Check it
game.
out.
asked this
I
Check
think
it out.
Doki
because
Doki was made by a Melee player, actually. I think.
Yo,
Too.
instead
no,
of
Well, I'm
Five
pretty
Nights
sure.
at Freddy's, you got Five Guys at Freddy's.
I'm not laughing because I don't know if you guys remember newgrounds.com.
Oh yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
I used to play not a bunch, but I played those like romance, try to get the girl type pick the option thing, and
Yeah.
they were so moist. I was
Right?
like
I don't like that
Uh,
word.
I don't like that
Choose
word at
another
all,
word,
bro.
Cam. Choose
they
another
were
word.
Yo,
they were well glazed.
Oh yeah,
the
it is
only
made by a
Like,
Melee player.
yeah.
the
Y'all
only
remember
games I ever
Y8?
played in
Y'all remember
ML.
Y8.com?
Why?
Yeah.
Anyone else
Yeah.
on Y8 and Miniclip?
Yeah, Miniclip
Yes,
and
sir.
White, I think that they were the same thing.
Yeah.
Miniclip was very cartoony. Newgrounds was that. Oh, I ain't gotta make sure my mommy don't come downstairs and see me on Newgrounds. You
There
know,
was this game.
is that
There
edgy
was
one.
this game on Y8. Okay, so there was a game on Y8 that was like there were two games I used to play. There was one that was like a Smash ripoff where you fight each other on these big cities and stuff like that. And you know why I played it. But like the
Yes, we
second
know.
one was
Because it
this
was like
Bleach.
Smash.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
And I
Smash.
didn't have Smash.
We know.
It was like kind of it was cute, but
Yeah.
Bleach. They had a Bleach game, and I don't know how they did it or who put the time into it, but they had this huge, expansive storyline. And it was one of those those side scroller RPGs where like you start at the left, and as you go right, like you change locations and you get stronger monsters, blah blah blah, and you could like save your progress somehow. So like you would
Yeah.
go through the entire journey of like Ichigo, and like I kept dying at Kenpachi over and over, and that's all I can remember from Y8. Just Kenpachi
Mhm.
laughing as he just like destroyed me. But yeah, those
That
websites
Yeah,
are
well,
trauma,
that's
amazing.
realistic.
Yeah.
Well, that's
trauma,
Trauma, trauma.
trauma.
no one
Um,
beats Kenpachi.
No one.
Hey, I mean,
He's like
the games that I used to
Ace
play that
and,
used to go
Mega
down that
Man
road.
Downloader.
What I want to do, like when we start sharing screens and stuff, certain games from your childhood, you gotta make a note of it. Certain games from our childhood that we never finished, we gotta, let's call it therapy. We gotta, I guess, watch the final boss or the ending on
Okay.
stream to kind of like,
Oh,
because
See what we
Bubsy, my dad bought me Bubsy 3D for PS1.
Wow.
And
Bubsy.
yeah, Bubsy 3D, and I think it's the reason that I'm kind of messed up in the head a little
Wise,
bit
wasn't it a wisecracking?
because every other game had some type of structure, some type of like made sense. Bubsy was just colors and lines, things in the world. You just jump on stuff. It didn't have a goal, it didn't have an object, it didn't have a story. You literally was just in a void of colors and platforms, and maybe I want to see the end. I would, because I don't know what happened to that game.
Listen, like
It
for
is,
me,
but
you should have caught me like 3 years ago because 3 years ago, I think my Steam wasn't working properly or wasn't going through those games, and I was like, I said to my brother, I said, hey, we have so many games that we used to play that we were so close to the ending. We really need to go and beat these things. So like, I think we had already beaten Sonic Unleashed, but I had Sonic and the Black Knight, and for the life of me, none of us could beat like Shadow, because they like in the Black Knight, all the different characters are like Lancelot and all these different people, and there's like three endings, and then I also played Battle Network, one of the Mega Man games, and I couldn't. I distinctly remember this that I went to school and they sent me home because I was so tired as a kid because I stayed up all night trying to beat Battle Network and I was fighting
Mhm.
Bass. But when you first meet this character, you can't beat him. But I didn't know that, so I kept saving before him and going to fight him, and I would get so close and he just like replenish all his health, and I would just be screaming at like 4 a.m. in the morning because I couldn't beat this dude. He was just teleporting everywhere. Ugh,
Trauma.
trauma. But I
traumatized.
finally beat
That's
it.
what
I
it
Yeah.
finally beat it. Once I let him beat the living out of me, the game got so much easier. Oh my! I just
All right.
hand
I
that
mean,
stuff.
Yeah.
it ain't much games that left me stumped, bro. I beat a lot of games. Most of the new games I don't finish because they so easy.
Okay,
It's
brag
just like
more, Jeffrey.
Finish Elite
Yeah, yeah, you
Dangerous.
kind of lose,
Finish
you
Elite
kind of
Dangerous,
lose
Jeffrey.
interest.
yeah, you lose interest because it's just too. You just playing for time then.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, no, there are some games like that.
like no, you can't have 70 hours. I got shit to do.
And I never beat Super Mario Sunshine.
I need to play
I
that
didn't
and
beat
beat it.
Same. I never beat that
Oh,
either.
I played a
I
couple
didn't beat
levels, but I
Donkey
never
Kong
beat it.
64.
I need to beat
Donkey Kong
that.
64 was my Resident Evil as a child.
Yeah.
Uh,
I feel that.
I never beat Luigi's Mansion either. Most of those like older Mario games, Mario 64, I never really beat any of those things.
Yeah,
Oh,
you kind of get
Um,
like,
you either get
seven.
like
what was
lost
it?
in the level or like you lose interest or you lose your save data. That happened to me
Yeah.
notoriously. I
Definitely.
like in Pokemon, I would get
Oh
to
Lord,
like
I
the
never
Elite
beat a
Four in
Pokemon game.
Pokemon and I would miss and not save and I'd be all the way back at like Gym 6.
And you just say, frig
And
it.
I'd be like, you know what? I'm done.
I don't need to beat this game.
I'm not playing anymore.
Bro,
It's
we used
not
to
worth
play.
it. I
No,
lost
I,
all my time getting there,
I used to do
so
anything I
Yo,
had to do to pass a game, bro. We like when we had the first NES and you couldn't save, bro.
oh, oh
Trying to
man.
beat Mario 3. We used to color the tape black with a marker, tape it over the red light, and then like cut it out so you couldn't see the red light. It was just if you had the parent look in the room, it'd just be black. But you couldn't turn off the Nintendo, bro. You used to pull out the video plug in the back and turn off the TV. And you come from school tomorrow, you plug it back in and try to finish.
I
That shit used
respect
to be
that.
on all day, bro.
I
That shit
We
used to
respect
be on
take the
that.
all
current.
day.
Yo, we had a
Yo,
PS2. We had a PS2 that was humming because we didn't have any memory card for San Andreas.
Oh,
And that was humming.
that
We
stayed
finished.
on.
yo,
Yeah, that
want to
was
hear
humming.
something funny about my
Yeah.
gaming past? I don't know if Dre knows about this. I think this was before I started hanging out with Dre. But my first console ever, it wasn't a Nintendo console. It was I think it was a PlayStation 2. I think it was a
Was it a
PlayStation 2.
game? Was it a Game Gear with the water that you push up the rings?
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. But I had Need for Speed,
Remember that?
and it was one of my favorite games, right? And I used to play
Was
this.
it
I used to play this
underground?
all the time. It might have been Underground. I don't remember. My cousin got it, and he genuinely has good taste, so it's probably Underground. And I'm playing it, and I'm doing my races. My mom comes in. I'm like having all the fun, and then I crash into something, and the police start coming after me, as you know they do. And so I'm running from the
yeah.
police, and like as you run past things, like they glow red, which means you can run into them, and they'll fall over and slow the police down. So I'm like doing like a target game, right? I'm hitting all the
I was
stuff,
like,
I'm causing
most wanted.
destruction, exactly. And then my mom says, "Oh, this game is teaching you to run from the police." Okay, gone. I never saw that PS2 again. Needed to my cousin. From that moment, I
Man.
said, listen, this is
What?
ridiculous. You know what she bought me? She said, "Oh,
Yeah.
since you want to play games, I'll buy you something." She bought
How about
me,
Smash Brothers?
she bought me a Leap Pad,
Oh
a
no,
Leap
you had a
Pad
leap
No,
for
pad?
the
no,
ABC game. Let me
I'm
tell
so
you,
sorry for
I
you.
had I had nothing. and I knew this game was trash. My brothers are children. They don't even speak the language yet, and they know this is trash. We pulled this up, and I said, listen, there's no way that we're going to look back 10, 20 years later and say we didn't beat a simple game from Elite Pad. We turned that ABC game over so quickly to like collect letters. After I beat that, I handed that to my mom. I said, listen, I need something else. And that's when I got my Elite. That's when I finally
Mom,
leveled up. I finally leveled up.
I finished everything. My quest is finished.
Yeah, I need a new console. Got myself a
I
Game
actually-
Boy Color. That's it.
Was hoping that Noah's mom would bust in the door and like cut his behind for just telling that story.
No,
like
she's asleep. I
Right?
made sure.
She coming with the pootie tang belt.
She'll pull the lead
Put
pad out
holes in-
from the dust. Be like, "Oh, you want to switch this
Right.
for your Switch?"
Put holes in the dashiki.
Oh, no, it's
well,
not that.
I kind of wanted to mention this at some point, but Dre brought up iCarly at the beginning in his cringe intro.
Lord.
Oh, did I?
Yes,
I don't
you
remember.
did.
For
You
that.
did, Dre, an
Thank
hour
you
ago.
for that.
That's right. That's right. We got that on video, bro.
Oh yeah.
iCarly
Okay.
is
We'll see
is
that after
coming
editing.
back. iCarly is coming back this
I
month
heard.
on
I hope not the
Paramount-
CW.
Paramount streaming platform,
Please
and
not
it
the
looks
CW.
it looks good. No, it's on Paramount streaming platform. It looks really good, and I think they had a few games for
What's the
iCarly. These
Wait,
Game
like-
Boy games or
What's it?
some.
When you
Oh,
say
yeah, yeah, they
iCarly's
had,
coming back, is it like the continuity of the show with
Yeah,
like
yeah.
It's
Same
a
actress.
continuity.
I think
so-
Sam isn't coming
They're
back,
pretty-
right? Because she said she hates the
I
show.
don't-
I think it was Sam who said
Yeah, I
she
don't
hates the
thi-
show.
No, I don't think Sam is there, but everybody is there. This is a continuation.
Mhm.
So
They're all
you know,
grown
and
up.
it's interesting because they were doing these web shows back then. Web shows are the norm now.
yeah.
And you know, to see them do that is pretty dope. But
It's cool.
I know they have a few web games, right? So I just wanted to ask: does anybody have any favorite Nickelodeon games? Right?
Oh,
I
I'm glad you
remember-
asked. I'm
A
glad. you asked.
Nickelodeon game.
I remember the Rugrats had a game, right?
Yeah.
And there was a mode on there, a level on there where you have to run after this goose. And I could not beat this level, and it was the most terrifying level ever in memory. And shout out to people who played Untitled Goose Game. I can't play it.
My son, bro. My son killed that game.
Yeah, I can't play
I've heard
Untitled
so
Goose
many good things
Game.
about that. I really have to find someone who has it and borrow it from them. I don't know if I want
Yeah,
to
but
buy
because of this Rugrats game, the graphics were so bad back then. The Rugrats game was terrifying to me. That goose level, you know, you had to run, try find these goose. And I hated losing, man. I have a lot of gaming trauma, so yeah, that was a Nickelodeon game I played.
There was
Wow.
what's that show? El Tigre?
I was
I
going
hope I
to
don't-
say the same one.
The same
El
one, right? Where you
Tigre.
have to like
Are we
you have to-
thinking
you
the
can
same one?
boost your stats.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
You-
yes.
you
You,
ever
can
boost
boost
your
your
speed?
stats to be
You ever
either a
boost your
hero or
Yeah.
a villain.
So I used to do my speed at the beginning, right? And the cool thing about this is you're playing El Tigre, right? And so when you boost your speed, it's like the max speed or one before it, you get after images behind you, right? Because you're moving too
Yeah.
fast. Bro,
Yeah.
I wouldn't even worry about my strength or anything. I just get that speed, and all you see is just after images all over the place, and the villains would be trying to chase me. And I knew I loved speed when I met that game. That's all I did. Max out my speed. Everything else came afterwards. I used to kill that game.
Yeah, no, that game was actually dope. That was
Oh,
a
yeah.
cool game.
Oh yeah, 100%. I don't know
Yeah,
who
because
developed that, but they
I
were
don't
on
know,
something.
yeah, for real, but I mean they were on some new stuff. Like
I-
that was
I
innovative
scoured
right
those
there.
websites.
And that
I
was on
scoured them.
Nickelodeon.
Now Cartoon
crazy.
Network, Fusion Fall.
Yeah, I
I know
remember
I'm
that,
bringing.
yes.
Yeah,
yes,
I know.
yes.
I know
You
you're
can
on
bring it
Fusion,
up. I don't
yeah.
know. No one will even remember what that
How do
is.
y'all not remember?
I-
Do you know
no, I
they brought
played-
it back?
I
Apparently,
played
people were
Fusion
still paying
Form.
for it, and they brought it back. That's
I
insane.
paid. I think I paid for it, or I played out the
I
free
never paid.
trial.
The free trial.
It just is hard to get people to work with and do
Oh, yeah.
stuff. It was very
Not
ambitious, but
it
the
was ambitious.
gameplay just was terrible.
yeah.
But,
Yeah.
but look what they had to compete with: Club Penguin, Toontown.
Oh, Toontown.
Yeah, they missed me on. I
Oh,
missed
yeah.
all that generation of games.
Listen.
But that was
Jeffrey.
also
Jeffrey.
Wizard 101.
Wizard 101,
Like,
Maple
there's
Story.
no way. There was no way they were going to break into that.
Fusion Fall has some hardcore followers. I remember the intro was really like thematically. Fusion Fall definitely had it in the bag. Besides, probably like maybe Wizard 101. I think Fusion Fall had it in the bag thematically because they had Cartoon Network, right?
Yeah.
All the people you know that you can just have like on your side fighting with you. How the story starts off is amazing. The whole thing of like traveling through time was really cool, but the
And then
gameplay
it
just
crumbled.
wasn't up to par, and you had to
It
pay so
crumbled in your
much.
hands.
Like Toontown saved itself when they like expanded, like because they only had like a small little area, and then they said, "Listen, this ain't making no sense. People don't like our games as much," and they opened it all up.
Yeah, well,
Those
you know,
games.
eventually Toontown fell too.
Yep. I mean, it's
It's
back now.
unfortunate.
But
I mean,
100%
not really, not really. They brought it back.
They had their
Like
time. They had their time,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Toontown's back, but it's not updated.
If
It's not like they get new content or anything like that. It's not like Disney is continually
Nah, it's independent
developing
now.
for that. You know, it's
Yeah,
independent,
most
but
players are now
it's
just
really
like
just keeping it
nostalgia.
alive.
Yeah, most
Yeah, they
players now are
come back from
nostalgia.
nostalgia. That's what my brother and sister do every other month. Like they'll be like, "You want to play Toontown?"
Or
And
like
I'm like,
Wizard 101, yeah,
"Dude,
especially that.
you're 22. play a man's game, okay? Stop playing Toontown with your sister."
You're elitist,
know?
Ray. You're elitist. You're just mad you
I
never got
I
all
guess
the
I'm an
cogs,
elitist.
man. You never got
I
all
guess
the
I'm
cogs.
elitist. Well, for those Toontown fans out there, if you want to find my brother on Toontown, just look up Cheese Hero.
Cheese
That's
Hero.
what you got to
That
do.
sounds
Cheese
like
Hero.
Dude made that
Oh.
account when he was 9 years old.
Y'all know,
All right,
Seriously?
so
those games that like the first game is good. They try to make a sequel, but the sequel is garbage, so they just go back to the first game. Y'all ever see games like that? Or the sequel's always been good?
No, I
Not
mean the
recently.
sequel, like Mass Effect sequel, was pretty
decent.
good
It's
compared
good,
to
yeah.
the first one.
You want to hear an
We didn't get
example
to
of one?
talk much about that. Um,
Maple Story.
I don't talk
Y'all,
about Maple
y'all,
Story.
y'all
I
don't
ain't
know
talking
it.
about
Y'all
Maple
don't,
Story,
y'all don't
okay?
know
Talk
it.
about
But
Maple
We,
Story.
we
I
know
don't
we
think.
good.
Listen,
What-
y'all don't know it. But
what-
let me talk for a second, okay? Maple Story came out huge in Korea, huge all around the world. It came out Maple Story 2. And they tried to make a 2D game 3D. That game was garbage. Garbage. I've never seen a game get so flamed in my life. You guys are lucky y'all don't play trash games like that. Listen.
Yeah,
listen,
nah,
And
never,
they just
never
went
went.
back to one. They
we
just
had
went
a
back.
Yeah,
we had a
unfortunately, we had to hear about it though.
Yeah,
we
you
had a
had to
great
hear about it.
time.
Of course, I can't let you guys be scared.
Yo,
Uh,
but
Y'all gotta know about all the
because
PC Pirates of the Caribbean Online.
because
Let me stop.
Pax say he missed out on a lot of those little MMOs or whatever.
RuneScape.
I'm wondering, he loves space, he loves things like that. Starfield. Do you think Starfield would be an MMO? Will it have like a massive component? Because I'm sure you're hyped for Starfield. I don't even need to think about an actual PAX. I know you've seen the splash image. You probably have it tattooed on you. You
Yeah.
probably, you dream about it as your phone wallpaper. But as far as MMO, if it's an MMO, like how does the dream of Starfield play in your mind, Paxa?
all right, well, Jeff, before you say anything, that game is not going to be an MMO. There's no way.
I think it can.
They're not going to make something that competes with Skyrim's MMO.
Is
Why not?
Skyrim's MMO still
It's a
going
different-
on? I mean, we got
Yes. Yeah.
Skyrim's
MMO.
MMO. What?
yeah,
Well,
but you
I mean,
got
Elder,
Fallout
the
7.
Elder,
type of
the
player.
Elder
It's
Scrolls,
different type
the
of
Elder
player, man.
Scrolls MMO, bro.
Yeah, but it seems like Bethesda, they have a lot of those. You have Fallout 76. There's people are
Yeah,
still
but those aren't MMOs though.
still running. I mean, a component like a Toontown, like a Fusion Fall. I know those are MMOs, but you could get pretty similar to that formula where you at least always online, always online with
Yeah,
other
if you're
people
just
around.
talking about a multiplayer game, like Starfield could be something like that. But I was thinking. I mean, from what I've heard, it's going to be more along the lines of a role playing.
Who did you hear this from?
I just talk, bro. Just talk. I'm not just from what I've heard, on Reddit, on on
on
just
Reddit.
post on just basically just people talking about it, man. I mean, I'm just saying, I don't think it could be anything, right? This is all just opinion, but I don't think it's too feasible that it'll be like an MMO like Elder Scrolls Online or like
Facts.
WoW or anything like that.
I think it could be. I think
What
it
do you
could be
want it to
just
be?
because I mean I'd like it to be like an MMO, not as big as Elite Dangerous because Elite Dangerous universe kind of big, like
Yeah.
something like a more of a social thing for the space gamers out there. You know, I mean most of the time you're flying around, you shooting up stuff, so it don't get too social all the time. So something like that could be good for that genre, sci-fi gamer. You know, where you go to different space stations, interact, and go on those type of missions. I mean, kind of like Destiny, but more like a social aspect to it. You know, because I
Yeah,
mean, Destiny has the tower where you go and meet people.
But
You
even
know,
Destiny, is Destiny considered MMO? No, right? It's always
No.
online. But
Yeah.
you pair up, you do missions, but you can see other people in that world. You can help them. You can do
Yeah.
stuff like that. I think that's a good formula.
I mean, it's
for
kind of like what
Starfield.
Starfield's supposed to be. But Starfield,
Mhm.
to me, could still have that MMO aspect to it because it's a first person role shooter. You know what I mean? I mean, first person role playing shooter. You know,
Yeah.
so but then because it's in space, that you give it that little exploration aspect to it, and that's where it would play into the MMO
Yeah.
side.
I mean,
know?
you could have, the exploration, but I mean, would it be exploration of true space, or would it just be something that's sort of like Borderlands, where yeah, it's far out in space, but it's space still planet based. You know
And
what I
most
mean?
likely just stick to galaxies, bro, and space stations. You know, it all depends on who they like. They could build it and then just let the players populate it. It could be
Mhm.
set up like that. That's usually what they do when it comes to a
Yeah.
space game. And
I
then
mean, I myself, if it's an MMO, I'm not sure I would get too much into it. I mean, it depends on how amazing it looks, right?
I mean,
Because
Skyrim
this is
has what?
something that's
Skyrim has what? They have a bunch of NPCs in there too. Not everybody in there is like actual
well,
people.
Skyrim's like it's a single player game. It's not an MMO.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
mean, I
like
think.
we only have Skyrim to go off. We only have other Bethesda titles.
Well,
But I
yeah.
do
So just
think,
looking back on like
but
what they have,
I
what they've
do
done in the
think
past.
what they do well, because we only go off speculation on what it could be
Yeah.
or what you think it is, but I think what they do well is storytelling. All right, so Skyrim was a game where you looked at when you picked up. I don't know if you picked up Skyrim and thought the graphics were so amazing,
Well,
I
or
never,
like
Skyrim
you
is
thought.
I
Skyrim's
never even played
notorious
Skyrim, bro.
because of the modding you can do in
Oh,
that
That's
game.
what I'm
yeah.
saying. I
Anything
mean,
with all that.
That modding's
modding came later. So
Second
initially
best
getting into
modded game.
Skyrim, you didn't think, oh, the mechanics are so amazing, the graphics are so amazing. You got lost in there because you would talk to one NPC and then this whole chain of events would happen, and then you're somewhere, you're fighting all type of things, you're helping these townspeople that you somehow care about. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? In Skyrim, I went from a village to out in a field. Massive dragon came down, and all these people are around me telling me, "My name's Todd. Don't let me die," and
yeah,
stuff like that. And it was super immersive. And I think that's what I think Starfield needs to be as far as a space epic, similar to Mass Effect, but with Bethesda's charm of world building and that intricate just universe that you get lost in.
yeah. I mean, but no
You
doubt it's going
know?
to be an adventure game. It's going to have some adventure aspects to it. But if they was to add a little more social, like where you end up in the universe with other players, it would take it to a whole another level. Because space too big for you to just do like one adventure game with it. You know what I mean? It's too much out there that you could play with, man.
Mhm.
At least
To
needs a raid.
at least a raid, at least space
Yeah.
pirates.
Noah, last but not least, we got big news. We got a Kirby Battle Royale. How do you
Listen,
feel about that?
listen. They know what to
100
do.
Kirby's later.
They know what to do, man. You know I want it. You know I want it.
Yeah. King Dedede is just out there with a makeshift gun from his hammer.
Bro.
Could you get into that? Could you become a stream
Yeah.
sniper with that?
I don't know about stream sniper, but I'm definitely gonna try and play it and see what I can do with it. But
At
like
least
the moment they announced that a while back, I really had my ears open for that because it's not often you hear about another kind of game like that from a big IP. I
no,
mean, is it gonna
no
be
that
amazing?
that
But
that's not true though.
that's not true. I
No.
mean, not big IP. I mean,
Noah,
like Nintendo.
Noah only lives in
I'm talking
Nintendo world,
Nintendo. I'm
bro.
talking
This is
Nintendo. Okay. You know
Yeah,
when I'm
that's.
speaking, I mean Nintendo only. Okay.
I mean,
It,
they did speak
Right.
of some
it's a
type of new
very,
Kirby
very
product
close
coming, but
thing.
not a VR. They did speak of some type of Kirby,
Mm.
product coming, but not a battle royale. Like this was. I just wanted to see what you were
yeah,
saying.
but
Yeah,
battle royales are way
it's a
different.
Kirby
Have you not
fighting game
played
though,
the
isn't it? It's a
Kirby?
Kirby
Come
fighting
on, it's
game.
a Kirby fighting game. I forget the
Yeah,
name of it.
yeah, it's
Um,
a Kirby fighting game though.
yeah, and there's a Kirby. It's Kirby racing game as well. That game is
Yeah.
fire. Oh,
Y'all,
like
y'all want to know a fun
hidden,
fact
hidden
about
gems.
Kirby?
Eight
Fun
inches
fact
What?
about
tall.
Kirby.
8 inches
It
Kirby,
tall.
sucks.
Kirby. Huh?
Kirby's 8 inches tall.
Nah, man. Fun fact about Kirby. Was made after a real dude.
I thought you was
Right?
gonna say he had diabetes.
Dude, the lawyer. It was made after a lawyer, bro. He probably got diabetes. So back in the day when
Mm.
Donkey Kong first came out, Nintendo got sued from Paramount or whoever was owning King Kong back in the day.
Mhm.
Right? And the lawyer that won the case between Nintendo and the movie studio, his name was Kirby, and they made that Kirby character for him, and that's who Kirby's made after, bro. That's why he
Oh.
eat everything
Mm.
because
Why
he ate it.
was the dude big?
No, the dude wasn't big, but his power with them was his mouth. You know what I mean? And he ate
Okay,
no
okay.
matter how
That's
big.
actually pretty cool. That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
no matter how big of a giant
nice.
it was, he friggin' like inhaled them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, Kirby is a strong character, bro. Canonically, like,
Yeah.
I know y'all guys don't care about this, but wow, man, she
I
sets a
wish
whole
we
universe
like.
in his stomach.
I wish there's a way to. I mean, I would love to get into Kirby lore. You know
No,
what I'm
I
saying?
think you know what? This is a good place to end the podcast. So
Actually, Cam, let me just explain
Uh,
to you why Kirby is one of the strongest characters in
no,
fiction.
no,
okay?
please,
He's
please,
near
please,
invincible.
please.
Okay, he can absorb anything. Okay, and he's cute. Okay, so for just combine those three.
Okay,
and
why
you have
am I
the
letting this
perfect
happen?
Nintendo character.
This isn't happening right
You
now. Okay,
introduced
Reel 'em
us
in.
with
happening
iCarly.
So,
This
Reel
has
'em
to
in.
go on.
Reel 'em in.
Noah, hold your tongue. Hold it.
Hold my tongue.
Thank you. Yes.
Okay.
Kirby's where it's at, bro.
Let me
Yeah,
get some
man.
more Kirby
Yes,
lore for you real
Kirby.
quick. Pull up the
Yeah.
internet.
Moral of the story, kids. Kirby is cool. That's all Noah was trying to say. He didn't need to go
Right.
into a 30-minute tirade about Kirby lore.
Y'all never
I
seen
didn't
Kirby
even know
death
Kirby had
battles?
law.
Oh boy.
Y'all need Kirby
So-
death battles? I got you.
I think we all know Kirby would probably win those death battles. Kirby's be beating me up on Smash anyway, and Kirby's supposedly low tier. But that's another topic for another time about how I suck at Smash.
Low tier is an
But-
illusion in all fighting games, Dre.
I guess. Yeah, you know what? That you might be right, bro.
It's
But
an
sometimes some characters are way too OP, and I think you have some experience with that, Mr. Bayonetta main over there.
I don't know what you're talking
So-
about, man.
Yeah, of course you don't.
Wait,
Anyway.
aren't you the person who played Deadshot versus me and thing?
No, don't even. I played Deadshot only to show you how stupid Deadshot
Don't
was,
listen
not
to his
because I
excuses.
played Deadshot.
Cam,
I was a
Cam.
Bane main,
This
always
man
will be a
comes to me
Bane
and he
main.
says, "No,
okay?
I know you don't play fighting games." He loads it up and he picks Deadshot. And how fast
Yeah.
he picked Deadshot, I knew.
No
I knew what
way.
he was doing.
There's no way.
I
I'm
couldn't
not
touch
that
him.
sweaty.
Do,
I'm not that sweaty.
do. I was like,
He had intentions.
I'm trying to play the game, Dre. Play the game. Dre's
Noah's
just,
be lying on me like this, man. Noah's be lying on me. I don't play Deadshot.
The question is, did you juggle Noah with a machine gun?
Yes.
That's the question.
Yeah. Yes.
because it was funny
he juggled
and
me.
I knew I could do it.
Oh my
My
gosh.
God.
But that does
I-
not mean I
nightmares.
mained that horrible
nightmares.
character. I wanted to main him when he showed up in Injustice 2 as a character. When I was like, this guy's cool, I want to play him, and I saw what he actually did, and I knew it was cheap. I don't play characters like that. Like I said, I mained Bane in Injustice 2. Will always main Bane. When Injustice 3 comes out, Bane is my character. Harley Quinn
Right.
too.
Harley Quinn.
You know,
I love
so-
Joker.
as we wrap
Joker
things
was
up.
a setup character. Why are we getting into this? As we wrap things up.
No, because you wanted to wrap up Noah when you got
Go on
into
to wrap up
cookie,
Noah, but
Yeah.
then
and then you
Noah
get into
brought me
fighting
down.
games. You got into your guilty pleasure of
Oh,
fighting
man.
games.
Speaking
You're ready
of
to go
guilty,
again.
y'all hear
Yeah,
about
man,
guilty
we
gear?
ready.
No,
Shush,
Guilty.
Noah,
Sid,
stop it. Noah is
before we
Noah is
go,
temptation. That's what it is.
where can the listeners find you?
Well, if
Thank
they
you.
strive hard enough, they can find me on Twitter at fraudfish242, and maybe on Twitch, fraudfish as well. But yeah, just so type fraudfish and you'll find me probably on most things, to be honest.
Yeah, tag Dashiki.
Tag Dashiki. That's what you'll
You'll
see.
you'll
The
find out.
profile picture.
Hashtag Dashiki.
Every time you reach out to Noah, tag Dashiki. He'll remind him that he is not to watch that.
If you tweet at me on Twitter and you do hashtag Daishiki, I will follow you.
Right?
If you listen
Well,
to this
yeah.
and you heard this,
Free
and you do that,
follows.
I'll follow you.
Noah
Where
out
can they
here.
find you, Pax?
Just look for those Disney Infinity characters that y'all stuffed under your bed and look under Jack Sparrow. You'll find It's right under there.
Boy, he sounds like
all them
Jeff, are you-
Skylander characters y'all trying to pawn off now because they were like 25 cents.
Man, Jeff, are you the
Look into one
monster
of
under
those.
the bed?
You're the monster.
Yeah. Look under one of those unwanted Skylander characters you got there. You can find Pax Atlas. At Pax Atlas at Instagram, the best place to hit me up, man.
Yeah, man.
Yo, you can find me at Cam the Comfort on any social platform except on Xbox because still haven't gotten Cam the Comfort on there. So it's Comfort Cam. If you look me up on Xbox, but all them things. Christian Mingle,
Hey, Christian Mingle.
Oh,
Cougar
yo.
Life,
Christian Mingle.
Cougar Life. I won the Shark Blue new Xbox controller.
Oh, wow.
Sugar mamas out there.
I'm not
Right?
surprised. I'm not
You
surprised.
can.
PS5 secured?
PS5 secured.
Not yet, but it's no rush
There's no
because Xbox is the Xbox and Bethesda is the main hype of E3.
Oh,
Okay.
is it? We'll see about that.
It definitely
I
subject
mean,
is.
I
Next
think you forget
podcast.
about things like God of War, but this is for another podcast.
Well,
Y'all can find me on Twitter.
Sony isn't a part of E3.
Okay, sure.
They aren't.
Okay,
No.
I know.
They
but
usually usually in the dining room across the street.
yeah, just watching the festivities. Like, you know what? How we can
Yeah.
step it up with our showcase because we always do.
So Dre, where
But
can we find
anyway,
you?
y'all can find me on Twitter, Dre the Giant.
Dre the Giant.
Yeah, it's not Sauce, it's not Bushido Brown, it's just Dre the Giant.
This man is
Yeah,
an
there you go.
assassin. He just has all type of.
I am a man of many names.
Yo, so big up to
True
everybody,
Reddit
tuning in. And remember, you can look forward to more Gameheads XP podcast in the future on all them social media platforms.
Mhm.
You got a Firefly, you got a lead pad like Noah. You can find
There we
us
go.
on there.
Lead pad tonight.
And make sure you subscribe. Don't miss the special guest interviews we about to get into and the special, offers we about to have. All right, so make sure to follow Gameheads on IG and Facebook as well.
Yes, sir. Join the
Make sure-
Discord. I will
Join the
say it every
Discord,
time.
most important.
Join that
Yeah.
Discord.
Join
Don't
the
forget to
Discord.
join the
Smash
Discord.
that like button. Smash
Hit that notification bell so you can
Hit
stay
the
alert for
notification
new
bell.
uploads from
Ring it.
Gameheads.
Yo, it's discord.gg
Hey, just hit me on the
Gameheads.
DM. Hit me on the
All
DM.
right, and
Yeah.
like and subscribe for all you guys watching on YouTube. Remember to like and subscribe. Subscribe.
Right?
Subscribe.
Yeah, see y'all
And that's it till next time.
night.
Peace out,
Oh,
man.
I
man.
forgot
Y'all
our
live long and
sponsors.
prosper.
Don't forget,
Oh,
we're
Frog.
brought to you by
Hey, yo, Frog.
Noah's Dashiki Emporium.
Yes.
Only one left. I don't know
Only
when I'll
one
give
in
it away.
stock.
Only one in
Only
stock.
one in stock.
One
Pre-
left. One left is
presented.
like what I
Noah,
like to say.
tell us, Noah, how much can they get off with the promo code Gamehead700?
Well, okay. Well, if you go to the website, Noah's
You could get him to take it off.
.gov. Okay, .gov.
.gov.
yeah.
It's its own government now.
Exactly. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Y'all have really
Yeah.
stepped it up.
Pre-scented fraud fish gear.
Mhm.
when the Patreon comes, they're gonna be requesting.
Oh
you
no,
to
the
take that
Patreon's
and
here.
take
The
it off,
Patreon's here.
right?
I already
They're
have a
gonna
couple
be
subscribers, but
You're gonna need to know to take that.
y'all heard it here. As Dre mentioned, GameHead 700 is the only discount code that exists. Okay, and you get a 99% discount on the Daishiki.
Oh wow, 99%.
So
I
the
mean,
price,
it's literally a steal.
yeah, the
You
price,
just have to come pick it up in person.
exactly.
Yeah,
The
you
price
just
is actually
and it comes pre-scented.
let me actually calculate the price real quick. 99%. Okay, so it's still gonna be about 2,359. After the
Yo,
99% discount, but
let's go. Let's
I might
get
just
out of
give
here.
it.
I
might just give it.
got Pinnacle
Yeah.
gear to get.
Yeah,
You
man,
got
we
what?
wilding out here.
Pinnacle. Don't forget to take your vitamins, everybody.
Yeah, drink more water.
Drink water,
All
man.
right. Well, we
Drinking
will
water is
catch
cool.
everyone later.
Right?
It's got a little crazy this podcast, but
It's a bit long, man.
no, we keeping that.
That's yours, Cam.
Hey, so y'all.
Oh, is this me? Can I do one of these? Is for the A? Do the
Editor?
M, Noah.
Whoever's
No,
editor.
you're supposed to do the M. Oh wow. Okay. Well, we out. Goodbye. See ya.
Whatever. Anyway, editor,
Yeah.
you know what to do.